Okay, guys, alternate ending. Take 43.
With so many movies on the net and TV, it's kind of hard being up and film savvy. Do you catch a show while you're on the go? And how do you know what to keep or what to throw? How do you know what to keep or what to throw? Tune in to alternate ending. Tune in to alternate ending. Tune in to alternate ending. Tune in to alternate ending now. Please give a warm welcome to the hosts of Alternate Ending.
Welcome to Alternate Ending. We're discovering good movies, one bad movie at a time. I'm film school dropout Rob Jarsinski, and all of us joining virtually this time, our casual moviegoer Carrie Jarsinski and our critic in residence Tim Brayton. We're all dialing in from different locations over Zoom, so apologies if the audio fidelity is poor, but hopefully you'll still be on this journey with us into the great beyond. We're talking about our top 5 aliens. With, I guess Nope coming out, having come out.
Nope, having come out, yeah.
Is Nope about
we missed
aliens?
It and we feel bad. I think it's about aliens.
I think it is. I think it's,
So clearly none of us have made it out to Nope as of yet.
That's right. And I think it's doing fairly well at the box office. Jordan Peele's last 2 films, or first 2 films, I guess, and last 2 being the same, Us and Get Out, both ended up having the same, almost like identical box office output. But I think this one has, and both performed very well for Blumhouse. And I think is it Universal? Is it under the Universal banner?
It's a Universal picture, yeah.
Yeah. I tried to look it up just right before we started. I couldn't see, I know it had a really big, good Thursday night with like 6 million, but I'm assuming it's on pace to probably do better than both Get Out and Us.
It's actually on pace to do slightly worse than either of them. It looks like it had a bit of fan rush. It's going to probably do about 45 for the weekend is what I heard. Okay.
Well, I'm still interested in seeing it. So that inspired aliens, whatever they may look like. They may not show it, show the aliens. Who knows? It may not actually be about aliens, but there's also other alien information that's going out there with Avatar getting sneak previews and things like that. So we were just all really inspired by that. And then also, Tim, something very foreign to you, alien to you, if you will, is cell phones. I know that you were in the market for a brand new cell phone. Is that right?
Yes. The part of the reason that we are doing this in such a slapdash way so late at night is that I burned my entire day trying to get a new cell phone set up because I hate technology and technology hates me. And it is very good that we're not recording in person because I would probably chop you both apart with an axe just out of my general rage at humanity. So I'm still goddamn my idiot life. I'm still on my parents' cell phone plan. We agreed, it'll save us all money if we do that. And they are very mercurial people who just are like, hey, let's change the cell phone plan because of this one extraordinarily minor inconvenience, which meant getting new phones. And I don't know how to make it work. And it's very bad. And I spent 4 hours trying to basically trying to figure out how to communicate via text on the new phone for more than one person at a time. And it was a very stressful and aggravating day.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, tell me, Tim, what level of stress was attributed to the fact that your parents were handling potentially the sensitive content that might be on your phone to try and help you set it up?
None whatsoever. I was handling their phones, not the other way around.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're taking the lead there, I can see why this took so many hours.
there's this piece of software called SMS Backup and Restore, and it's basically the only game in town if you're trying to portage your text messages over from in my case, from a Samsung to a Motorola phone. Mm. And fucking Motorola, by the way, they're not a sponsor or anything of ours.
No.
Motorola
I'm surprised they're still around.
Motorola can roll itself up in a tube and jump up my ass. Motorola, when you turn on a Motorola phone, there's this like hideous noise that sounds like somebody put forks in a blender and ran it. And it's just like this weird, awful metallic screeching that ends with this robot voice saying, "Hello, Moto." And it just made me feel under assault spiritually and audibly when I turned on the phone for the first time. I have turned that off. I have
That's good.
removed that. But so there's this software that's solitary purpose in life is to move text messages from one phone to another. So the only thing this piece of software does is to move your text message history into the cloud and then pull it back down from the cloud. And it took me 4 tries to do this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Each try was an hour. So that was my day, was just like constantly like making this thing. And when my phone went to sleep, it aborted the process. So I had to stand there like tapping my phone to make sure it stayed awake.
I have an incredible amount of empathy for you, because I would say, and Rob can actually pick like where in the ranking this actually falls, but I will guarantee you that in the top 5 reasons Rob would leave me exists my lack of tech savvy. It's in there. It's 1 to 5. Rob, where does that fall for you, would you say?
Yeah, it's not just you; it's your entire family. I'm the I'm the geek squad for Carrie's entire family. So
it's your utility though, and now it's established. So now, like, it's like, oh, my printer's out of ink. Call Rob. I can't actually figure out how to like reset my router. Give Rob a call, and then everybody waits. That's the best part of it is people will go months. My parents haven't been able to use their printer for like 2 years. They're like, well, we're just waiting for Rob to come over and fix it. Like, rather than address it, we just all wait for Rob. So I think
the lesson learned here is that we all just need iPhones, and you should
Absolutely not.
You should have just got an iPhone.
I would rather drink bleach than own an Apple product.
Yeah, but you know what, Tim? On our group chats, one thing I can't do is like or heart your message without it being like obnoxious and like actually texting me the thing that I just did.
It texts me the thing that you just did as well, and it is pretty obnoxious.
Yeah.
Aye. Well, Tim, on another side note, Rob and I are another reason we're doing this so late is because Rob and I went to go see Marcel with the pink little shoes, and my heart is both.
What is this? Pass the popcorn?
And broken. No, but I just wanted to tell Tim what we're doing. I just was saying.
You know that is now playing in Madison. You didn't have to go all the way down to Chicago to see that movie.
I know. We got other things down here too. But have you seen it yet?
I know it's only been playing in Madison for like 2 days, and it's been 7 days that I've been working on this goddamn phone.
If you don't like it, I don't know what to do with you in my life.
I will hold off seeing it until my mood has improved.
Yes.
To give it the best possible opportunity I can.
Please do that. I am a shell of myself after seeing it. I know. Wait for my Letterboxd review. It will incorporate that in some way or another.
I might have to temporarily mute you on Letterboxd. I don't know if I can cope with that.
Well, speaking of things that frustrate me, let's start with Carrie's list. Top 5.
There's going to be no frustration here. I took a lot of care in making this list. The one thing I want to point out, though, is I think that we've miscategorized this list entirely, because what's going to happen is you guys are going to have like the Predator alien, or you guys are going to have like, I don't know, some other alien on here. But really, we're talking extraterrestrials if you end up having like fictional beings from outer space. And I just want to call that out because I think it's a little bit of a plot hole in this episode.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
I just mean an alien, like an alien is only just somebody that's a non-naturalized citizen of the country in which they're living. So that could be. So
when Tim and I were on the Pass the Popcorn, I joked said that you were going to just use all foreigners, and you said that you would not do that. So
well,
this is
I'm
what you ended
not.
up doing.
I just said I'm just saying I have my top 5 extraterrestrials is essentially what I'm doing. Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Gotcha.
So I want to point that out.
What throws me is that I believe, Carrie, that you just implied that you perceive the Predator of the movie Predator and its sequels You believe that to be a human being from a country other than the United States.
Could be. Could be. You never know.
Have you seen the movie Predator?
I have not yet, but I mean to. I mean to see it. So
I wish for you to hold in your mind as you are watching this film, this conversation.
I will. I plan to. I just wanted to point that out. But beyond that, I want to go into a couple other criteria that I think is going to match up with your guys's. So, guys's. Is guys's a word? What's the plural of guys?
Guys's is a word, but not in the context of multiple
what
guys.
I said. All right, guys's. So, I want to point out that I love alien movies before we lead into this. Absolutely love them. Except, with the exception of, I cannot handle aliens being used as the explanation for shenanigans. You know what I'm saying?
What if the shenanigans are explained very early on, and then the rest of the movie becomes about the aliens?
That's okay.
If I recall correctly, it's been some time since I've seen Independence Day, for example. I think the first 20 or 30 minutes, maybe less than that, there's merely phenomena. And we discover after the first reel or two, it's because aliens are now surrounding the planet in their spaceships.
Absolutely fine.
So even though they are an explanation, because that is not the explanation that comes 2 hours in.
Exactly.
Carrie is specifically talking about Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, but could also be talking about Moonfall.
I was talking about Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. I'm still bitter.
Fortunately, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull wouldn't make your list anyways, because they're not extraterrestrials. They are extra dimensional beings.
Fair. I have not broken out that category of, is that ED? Wait, extra dimension. They're EDs. Okay.
You can ask Rob about that. Am I right?
You weren't kidding. You're not kidding. So
now a word from our sponsor.
Now a word for, yes. So yes, that would and wouldn't count. So I'm sort of factoring that in. The other thing that I tried to think about was I had to remember a unique alien. It couldn't be like, I have like one zeroed in alien, and ideally I have a name for that alien. Like that alien has an arc or a character, not sort of like, oh, when all the aliens like fly in and you can't distinguish like, oh, well, that one's Steve or that one's Paula. You know, like okay. I'd like to know a name for the alien ideally.
I've got a good litmus test for you, Carrie.
Okay.
Do yours have toys?
Do mine have toys?
Yeah. Do they make toys out of your aliens?
Oh boy. You mean in real life or in the movie?
What do you yes, in real life.
Oh, okay. Well, there's one. Never mind. I won't go there because it's probably on Tim's list. Let's see. Yes. I have 2 to 3 toys that have been made out of mine.
That's a lame list. I would say I can find all 5 of mine, I'm sure, in some sort of store. Certainly 4 out of 5. The 5th one, I'm not sure, but I'm sure people have made action figures or something of it. So
I'm at 3 out of 5 for sure, and a 4th that is a very peculiar edge case.
It'd be in like one of those weird stores. Wink, wink. You know.
We'll explain it when we get to mine.
Okay. I'm trying to think if I have any other criteria. Let me think. I think that's it. Again, the big character arc. I have to they have to be central to the story, not just sort of like flitting around aliens. And that's it for me. Does that match up with you guys?
I do not have to have the aliens be distinguished necessarily. If they are there are a lot of aliens, that's fine for me.
A swarm, would you say?
It doesn't have to have a name.
You have Crystal Skull on here, don't you?
I do not.
All right, Rob, what about you?
I have Temple of Doom. It's got all those Indian guys in it, and they're not American. So I was like, well, that looks like a bunch of aliens to me.
I knew it.
I have confirmed that all mine have toys, and I'm very excited now to get these particular toys that I didn't know existed for my number 5. It's central figures in the film. The movies may or may not be the title in a lot of cases. And most cases.
I will say that for me, if the title of the movie had the word alien in it and no other words, that made it easy to assume it was a movie about aliens.
Yes. These are also my favorite ones. So I ranked in order of like my most memorable, the ones that like for me, when I think of an alien creature, like it, for my purposes, like it stands out the most. So that's how I ranked them. But yeah, there was plenty of alien movies, and certainly plenty of aliens in movies. I'll be interested to see if Tim does any animated aliens.
Animated is a fungible term.
Okay. All right. Well, Carrie, let's get started with your number 5.
Okay. Before we start, though, how many overlaps are we going to have? What's the guess? What's the prediction?
For sure.
Okay. Rob, what about you?
Like triple overlap?
Like you overlap with either Tim or I on your list.
Oh, I'll overlap with three times, I think.
Whoa. Okay. I was going to go with 1. Gosh, I think there's only going to be 1, maybe 2, depending on a selection that you make, which if you don't make mine, it's incorrect. But I'll begin. Okay, coming in at number 5, this alien's a beast. This alien is a boss. This alien is someone who I aspire to be, truly. Like after I saw this movie for the first time, many years after it was actually filmed, I fell in love with this alien and I loved her power. I loved her energy, all of her vibes. And this is the Queen Mother. The Queen Mother.
Of the United Kingdom?
I think her name is the Queen Mother. From Aliens.
Okay.
So this isn't the first one. My favorite is the Queen Mother in the second one.
Specifically the mother alien in Aliens.
And
exactly.
There's my first lineup with you.
It
number
is?
3. Yeah, number 3
She
for me.
is just a bad mother. I love when she goes toe to toe with Sigourney Weaver. Really, I don't even really think she's in the wrong. They're all just like going after her and her little kitties. And I feel for her. I'm like, yeah, I would do the same thing. Like, hopefully, if I was in that same position, I'd take people down too. So I loved that one. And she was extra, extra creepy on top of it all.
So I am now in a position where I have to ponder if we all 3 overlapped, because I didn't pick the alien mother from Aliens. I picked the solitary rampaging alien from Alien.
But is it the same one?
To be fair,
it's the same species.
To be fair, I did as well, and I just kind of went with it.
To me, it's very important that it's the first movie is the thing.
It's very important that it's the second. That moment where she's just like, I'm coming for you. Like, you're going after my eggs, and I'm coming for you is just like... Yeah,
in that case, I side with... I think I'll say... My number 3 is also Alien, but I think if I have to pick a movie, it's Alien, not Aliens.
So Rob goes with Alien.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, for me, well, certainly the Alien Queen is a wonderful, wonderful piece of design and a phenomenal. I think it's like a rod puppet. I don't think it's just animatronic, but it's whatever it is. It's a crazy ass piece of machinery, really wonderfully done. But there's something just about the purity of having one single alien and having it get lots of like sort of loving shots of like various proboscis shooting out covered in Lord knows what kind of fluid with teeth. And just like sleek beetle-like carapace. And I like the sort of menace that it presents in that one film. But either way, the xenomorph, to give it its sort of given name, great alien design, even great enough to make just some absolute dog shit movies like Aliens versus Predator still have like just that little tiny in them. And I will say Alien was my number 2.
Oh, that's what I was just going to ask. I'm like, which one was it?
This is all when I said there would for sure be one, it was this one was the one I was sure of.
Tim, when did they start? Was it Aliens or was there like a comic book series in between? When did they start? Because then they went on a whole like, well, there's different types of aliens.
I don't know when exactly the comic book started. I know the Alien versus Predator thing, I think was a computer game, then a comic, then a movie. but it might have been a comic book, then a computer game, then a movie. It was certainly the first two before it was a movie. As for the lore of the aliens, mostly comes out of the comics. I know. I mean, I haven't read any of the comics, so I'm not sure exactly when the timing is, but I don't know whether that predates or not when we see an alien come out of a dog in Alien 3, and it's like a dog alien. I don't know whether that was where that idea was introduced. That Alien 3 might have pulled that in from the comics. I'm not sure.
Got it. Yeah, because I like that they all have different jobs. You know, like ants or bees. Like there's different versions of them. All right. Well, Carrie, nice job. Your first one knocked out of the park, landed on all of our lists. Tim, let's see if your number 5 can do the same kind of damage.
I'm pretty sure it can't, because I think it specifically runs afoul of Carrie's rule about there can only be one type of alien. And I will say my list is 5 different types of aliens, because I couldn't there's so many aliens I love. So I wanted to have what are the different things that aliens can be? So Alien, the xenomorph from Alien, that was the alien is a sort of incomprehensible parasitic destructive force, like the alien as monster, basically was my alien as monster pick. My number 5 is the alien as rubber shit, like just hunks of latex lathered onto people, creating these very cool, fanciful things that are as much like storybook creatures as they are like real attempts to come up with extraterrestrial biology. And of course, the sort of quintessential example of that is Star Trek, but I did not go with Star Trek because I wanted to go for quantity, perhaps, over quality. And I think the movie that has the most well-stocked array of alien species, which again are just a bunch of people wearing latex or puppets or God knows what, would be 1983's Return of the Jedi.
Ooh, okay. Oh, and you just went alien, those.
I'm just going the entire population of aliens. Jabba the Hutt, the sexy green girl with things, the tentacle type whatnots, the little frog lady with lips singing into the microphone, the Rancor, that big beastie stop motion animal creature, the Ewoks, who I'm pro Ewok.
I also am pro Ewok, but I'm gonna call shenanigans on you. You have to choose one. You have to pick your favorite.
That's your rule. That's not my rule.
I think we heard you say Ewok. I think that's correct. I also the same as a Wookiee?
No.
Oh, I would choose a Wookiee, not an Ewok.
Well, Wookiees were introduced in Star Wars, so it would feel very disingenuous to select them.
Well, what are the ones that are just they look a little bit like little teddy bears?
Ewoks.
What did I say? What's Wookiee? A Wookiee?
A Wookiee's the big tall guy.
Chewbacca.
Not Wookiee. Chewbacca. Oh, I'm Ewok. I'm pro Ewok.
I would say if I have to pick one named alien, I would probably pick Wicket the Ewok, played by Warwick Davis.
I would too. I thought about that, but then I don't like the movie enough to actually push it onto the list. But that's fair. Good pick. No,
this was my menagerie of Fantastic Beasts pick.
Not on your list, Rob. I thought it might be.
We'll say no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. Much in the way that, it was questionable whether we should have all went for the same alien, but we'll get to that later. My number 5 is the one I'm most proud of because it doesn't. I didn't see it on anybody else's list, and I'm particularly excited because it's a movie from my childhood. It's from 1988, and it takes an interesting spin on what aliens could be. As an example, what if the aliens that came to take over our planet just happened to look exactly like clowns?
I need more.
I think that's all you need.
These clowns, Carrie, are killers.
Yeah, killer clowns from outer space. Nope, it is called Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
Oh, the movie is called Killer
and Klowns is spelled with a K.
Yeah.
Classic with a K. Wow.
And you want to talk about latex? There's definitely some latex being used for these clown designs. They are. I don't know how this. I'd love to understand how this movie came to be. I don't know if it was someone read it and was it E.T. Let's make what if terrify children, but it's aliens. The kills in here are actually pretty clever. There's some like cotton. There's like interesting use of cotton candy. I don't know. There's just a variety of things. And they all have different characteristics. Each particular clown. I would love to have a watch party with this, but I found out that it's $3.99 on Amazon Prime, so I can't find it streaming for free anywhere. But I don't know. I'm a big fan of this film. I'd love to. I like it because it's ridiculous, but they lean into it. They don't take themselves too seriously. But yeah, I love the clowns, and they are available for purchase. You can buy Jumbo the Clown. You can buy different characters, different action figures. They're all very expensive, but Carrie, maybe for you, maybe that's something you can get for me someday.
No, I'm never purchasing that.
I have two responses. One, I also really dig this movie, Rob. It crossed my mind, but because of the theming I was doing, it wasn't going to fit. But I'm a big fan of this movie. I tried very hard, actually, to talk Brennan into putting this on the list when we were doing a horror comedy episode of Bride of A.E. a little while back.
Oh, sure.
And he was not keen, so it didn't happen. But I think this is a hoot. I really like this movie a lot. And my other point, if we're playing the toy game, I feel that by virtue of picking Return of the Jedi, I won that game by such an insane margin that none really would be able to like remotely catch up with me.
Fair enough. Well, I still have a few more picks left, so we'll see.
There's like 70 toys based on Return of the Jedi.
All right, Carrie, number 4 to you.
Okay, I'm mixing it up a little bit. I'm moving from xenomorph to in quasi-dimensional superpositional engineering. Oh, wait, that's not the name of an alien. That is what this person does, or this alien does. Never mind. I thought inter-quasi-dimensional might be the type of alien. So I don't know what type of alien this person is.
I have no idea what the hell you're saying right now.
I don't either. But what I do know is this is one of my favorite aliens in the Flora Colossus family from Planet X. Is this ringing any bells?
None.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to give you one more thing, and then you guys are going to totally know what I'm saying. Love the father, don't love the baby.
Oh, Mac and Me.
No. I actually have out of my list, worst alien, Mac from Mac and Me.
However, best sex doll redressed as an alien.
It totally is a sex doll.
If it's not, then they have some explaining to do. What in the hell are you talking about though, Carrie?
Okay. This is Groot. My favorite alien, Groot.
Love the father. I don't understand.
I'm not a big fan of baby Groot.
You are a sick fuck and you should be stopped.
Don't know why. I think it's because I'm so resentful and upset that they actually killed Groot. So I was just not ready or prepared to like have another Groot come along.
Carrie,
yeah.
I don't like Marvel movies. We know this. This is a point of contention between the three of us. I still bought a Baby Groot because of how good Baby Groot was. It's the only MCU merchandise I have. I have a Funko Pop Baby Groot.
You would. It moved on too quickly. I was like, who needs this? We have to mourn the loss of Big Groot first. We didn't. We just moved on. I can't handle that kind of lack of
Tim's
grief.
off to go get Groot now.
Tim is leaving.
I will validate Tim while he's gone. Is like, I think this is a miss on my. Well, I guess it's validating you. I think I should have had Groot. I really do I like Groot a lot too.
Oh, thanks.
I was hoping I would go Baby Groot.
Oh,
so
that's not. Is that a bobblehead?
It's a little bobblehead Funko Pop Baby Groot.
Oh wow!
Are his eyes staring into you, judging you, Carrie?
Yeah. Carrie, is Big Groot getting its own Disney series? No. Baby Groot is. Because
he's dead, because they killed him off. As clearly the strongest character in that entire movie, they kill him off. And I'm still mad about it. I would have rather have taken out, who's the, I forget his name.
Peter Quill?
Peter Quill. Like, take out Peter Quill, but not Giant Groot. Still bitter. So, anywho, Groot, Guardians of the Galaxy, a miss on Rob's list. And on yours, Tim.
It is a toy. So you got that going for you.
I mean, Viz, we have the toy. We have Dr.
So Tim, why didn't it make your list? You love Groot so much.
I don't love Groot top 5 aliens of all time level.
Okay, all right.
I bought the Baby Groot because he's cute, because he's better than adult Groot. Here's the difference. Adult Groot talks like Vin Diesel. Baby Groot talks like Vin Diesel doing a silly baby accent.
That's the problem that I have with it. I'm not really into baby voices either. So the whole package doesn't
you
work
are
for me.
you are murdering me. You are murdering my soul.
I intended to. I know you love Baby Groot. All right, I'm going to kick it over to you, Tim. You're number 4. I think it's on my list.
It's not, because this is my very specific example of a totally undifferentiated mass of aliens. That was even the theme. Again, I was sort of looking for like types of aliens. Well, what is one of the major types of movie aliens? The alien invasion, the sort of Space Invaders style, just this huge army of tens of millions of aliens all coming to take over the planet. And in what is, I think, a very uncharacteristically new film for me to pick, especially given that the genre is so like of the 50s. But I have to be true to my heart, and my very, very favorite alien, not even necessarily movie about an alien invasion, but my favorite invading alien army are the little squeaky, bobbleheady Martians from Tim Burton's Mars Attacks.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were talking about Toy Story. I thought for sure you were going to say Toy Story right there.
They're toys.
Wow.
They're not aliens, Carrie. They're toys.
Those are alien toys.
They are toys first.
You were throwing me with the 50s, and I was...
Well, because it's an homage to the 50s. It's like very much an homage. And this is where the toy thing gets weird, because Mars Attacks is based off of trading cards. So there's merchandise, and the merchandise, in fact, precedes the movie. And there were probably Mars Attacks toys. I don't actually know. It was the 90s. Everything had a toy. But I get a kick out of this movie. I haven't seen it in a while and probably owe it a rewatch. But these are my favorite invading aliens. And to your other question from before, Rob, do I have any animated aliens? Kind of. They're CGI.
Yeah. I just didn't know if you'd have... people are big Stitch fans, so I just expected...
I thought about Stitch.
Yeah.
I thought about Stitch. But no,
they're making they're making a live action.
They're making a Stitch that has live action elements. They are clearly not making a live action Stitch.
That's true. And Care, tying it back to Marcel the Shell, I'm pretty sure it's the same director who they've attached to do the Lilo and Stitch semi-live action.
Wait. So you're saying the guy that was in Marcel and the Shell?
No, that person was just an actor.
But he's also the director.
Yeah, I was under the impression that the narrator was the director.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, then the answer is yes.
Well, it's obviously going to be amazing then. It's going to be really, really good. Very, very exciting.
So no Mars Attacks fans in the house.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think that it's a spiritual successor to Killer Klowns from Outer Space. It's got kind of the same kind of like
similar vibe.
dark humor. You know?
And when I said Killer Klowns didn't make it because I was doing themes, this was the one. The like large force of invading aliens. This was the one. This was a
massive box office failure. I
believe that is correct. I don't know. Okay. I mean, massive is a term of, what does it mean? But yes, it was.
Carrot starred every single person who was famous at the time, basically.
Who's the number one person? Most famous.
Nicholson. Yeah.
Nicholson.
Not from. Is he that golfer?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just joking. I've never seen this movie. Have you seen it though, Rob?
Oh yes.
Would I like it?
I don't think you would.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Who else is in it that's big? Was Gary Sinise in it?
I don't think so. Danny DeVito was in it. Tom Jones, the singer, was in it.
Okay. All right. Well, I won't add it to my watch list.
Tom Jones is given a very important position of place, in fact.
All right. Well, not on either.
Is the teen boy Tobey Maguire? Am I misremembering that?
I'd have to look again. Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah. But no, I don't think you'd like this, Carrie. I don't know where you land with Tim Burton generally, but I feel like this would not be the one I would want you to try and watch.
Don't start there. Okay. All right. Well, we won't put it on the watch list for today. What I will put on my watch list, though, is your number 4, Rob.
Carrie, you and I try to stay healthy, right?
I try to exercise most days. I eat a lot of egg whites and kale until about 4 p.m. And then I'm just chips and dip until bedtime.
Same. And like you, Care, packing all the healthy stuff in meals to try to reach my goals hasn't worked. And, I hate taking vitamins and pills.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, Athletic Greens AG1 has the answer. With one delicious scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens to help start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy recovery, focus, and aging. All the things.
But here's the thing. It sounds great, but it also sounds like it tastes kind of healthy.
No, it actually tastes great, not healthy. It has a tropical flavor that makes me think of our upcoming trip to the Caribbean. And it will leave you feeling more alert and clear during the day. Also helps you get your Z's.
I can use all those things, but Rob, you also know I'm a little bit cheap. So how much would something like this set us back?
Care, it's cheap enough even for you.
Whoa!
AG1 is less than $3 a day, so you're investing in your health instead of that cold brew habit.
Okay, all right. Sign me up.
Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is go to athleticgreens.com/emerging. That's EMERGING. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/emerging to take ownership of your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Oh, it's going to be on your list, Carrie. If it's not, our whole relationship has been aligned. Because this one has, of all the movies on my list, this is the only one that is 90s or newer. And this one takes, early 2008, I want to say.
Okay.
So right around the time we started dating, we loved it so much, Carrie, that we dressed up as them. So you have to have the Na'vi from Avatar on your list, right? Am I right?
I don't, but I don't think they're aliens. They're just native to a different planet.
As they typically are.
Yeah, but they're not aliens. They're just I don't get where you're thinking that they are.
Well, then the humans are the aliens.
So every alien that we've described, where do you think they come from? They come from their own home planet.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I feel like
one half of the ensemble of Avatar is aliens. You may choose which half you believe that to be true of.
That's a possibility. I mean, they don't feel like, I don't know. They just feel like they're just a different color. Like I wouldn't say anything else.
They're also 9 feet tall. And
I know people that
tentacles that glow like fiber optics.
I see where you're going with this. Again, I think I'm a little bit on the fence. Before I thought no, now I'm on the fence. Again, I will accept this answer.
Okay, let's assume they are aliens. If that's true, would you have wanted to include them? Are you fond of the Na'vi?
I mean, I like the Na'vi. Yeah, I'm just looking at the rest of my list. I think my other aliens are. It would have come in probably at 6th. Because the other 5 I have are just baller aliens. Yeah. So James Cameron, who directed this, has been very vocal of late as Avatar 2 nears debuting. Was it November?
It's December. It's December weekend.
He's been very vocal about, and I think it's true what he's been saying is like he's kind of mad at people because like time has not been kind to Avatar as far as people's recollection of liking it. Everybody's like seems to shit on this movie, and all of us went out to go see it and multiple times and loved it.
It remains the highest grossing film of all time.
There you go. And so he's a little like he's been fairly aggressive in interviews, talking about how people will say, "Oh, you can't even name a character from the film," and I can't. It's true.
Jake Scully.
Jake Scully. There you go.
Maybe it's Jake Sully.
Yes, it is.
I think it's Sully.
Yeah. Sully. But yet you're going to show up to this, right, Tim?
Here's the thing. I hopefully this will be forgotten by the time we do our fall preview. The only reason this would not be my number one anticipated for our fall preview is if it gets canceled. So yes, I will be showing up.
Yes.
I am so goddamn excited for Avatar 2.
Oh, good. Well, then you're like in the minority of
Jim, if you're listening to the show, I have kept Avatar alive in my heart, lo these 11 years, 12 years, however many years it's been. I think you're right. These people are all giant sacks of shit, and they're vying to seem cool on the internet.
I agree. I completely agree. I miss them. Although I will say, when you asked character names, I was like, I think one of them's named Navi. But then I realized, again, that's the community. But there might be one named Nala. Is there a Nala in there?
That's Lion King.
Ah, close.
If I always refer to the Sigourney Weaver character in any movie as Sigourney Weaver, does it count if I don't know Sigourney Weaver's name in this?
Yes. Yes.
And Carrie, I remember seeing this with your folks in 3D.
Oh, we loved it.
Yeah, I've not seen a movie in 3D that I've liked since.
No, it was amazing.
Are you guys going to see the IMAX re-release in September?
I think we should take the kids, Care, to see the IMAX re-release, and we need to we can come down here. Is Navy Pier? Is the Chicago?
It's IMAX gone. Navy Pier's gone.
Oh no!
I mean, not the pier, but not even the structure, but the theater space is closed.
It's gone.
We got to figure out a way. Yeah, we will. The kid. It'll be like virtual. It'll be virtual reality for them.
Let me know. Let me know what you figure out, because I suspect that I will be a very lonely voice begging my friends to go see Avatar IMAX with me.
Oh, I'm so happy. I just love the unity that we have, and the Avatar brings us together.
Even though only one of us had it on our list.
That's correct.
It's true. The rest of us forgot and are still on the fence if it's an alien. But I do have one that is on both of your lists.
We gotta pause. We gotta go to our break, Carrie, because we can't just go through the whole list.
I have such a good one that's coming, but I guess that'll
get the folks even more excited to come back after the break.
That's fair.
But Rob, before the break,
I know what people are thinking. They're thinking, "Hey Tim, what are some ways we can support the show?" Well, let me tell you. Patreon. Get early access and exclusive content. Make us watch a movie, pick your own episode topic, and more from our Patreon site. We had a bunch of anniversaries. July seemed to be a big sign-up month. We had James Reed, Asher Rubin, William C. Ham, Paul Suspis, Arlo Banta, Mark Lummis, Liz Norris, Coin Tower, Jonathan Volk, Julian DeBerry, and Hoffnung Schaffling all celebrate anniversaries.
Happy anniversary to one and all.
Yes, and then not just that, Tim, we also had a bunch of people signing up mostly for your TV reviews. You got the X-Files.
They want those X-Files.
People want the X-Files, including Michael Robertson, Chris Lawrenson, Matt Daniel, Tobu, Jody, Will Griffin, RoboCat, Steve Holt, Saxon, and then joining the Golden Globe tier, JC. Welcome,
Yowzers.
Everybody.
JC as in Jesus Christ.
The JC. Yeah.
Wow.
That is right. And not only in addition to that, Rob, people are picking up access to Movie Club too. So for folks like that, you're getting access to Movie Club, so we can do trivia and movie nights and all of that fun stuff in our meetup. So
speaking of, we're trying to coordinate a movie night before the end of July here, before Carrie and I take off for a couple of weeks. So be on the lookout for that. I would have loved to have done Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but we'll have to find another fill-in for that.
Okay, maybe some other alien film.
There you go. Hey, Kit, anything jangling around in Tim's sack?
Indeed, there is. And it is one in which I do not have an answer to, despite being thrown out to you and Rob, as well. But here you go, Tim. Are you ready for it?
Always.
Love to throw these at you. So here we go. I was recently doing a very seasonable rewatch marathon of the Halloween series. Mm-hmm. He's joking because it's summer. And I noticed on Tim's review of Rob Zombie's 2009 Halloween 2 that Tim had added a note about it having improved greatly in his estimation. I was curious if Tim, or the rest of you for that matter, had watched the, in my opinion, superior director's cut. Dearly, Brian Fowler.
Well, I will say, Brian, as a mutual of mine on Letterboxd, surely you know that I log everything I see, and surely you therefore know that I have not indeed logged Halloween 2. But I will, of course, be celebrating the release this fall of Halloween Ends, lucky number 13 in the Halloween series. Halloween, there we go. I will be watching all preceding 12 Halloweens, including for the first time ever, the director's cut of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So if you're not following me on Letterboxd, but do want my thoughts on the many dead ends and weird digressions of the Halloween franchise, definitely start following me because that's going to be happening there starting in September.
That's amazing, Tim. I'm excited for that too.
Cool. Well, thank you, Brian, for your question. If you have a question for Tim Sack, you can submit those questions to contact@alternateending.com.
Hey, Carrie, look at my shirt.
It says, I'm with...
No, it says IMDb 250 Cinephile. Yeah, we've got merch. That's right. It's up on the site every once in a while. The place that we have merch through, TeePublic, offers 35% off. Brennan has been kind enough on social media to let folks know when that's happening. So if you're ever interested in a IMDb 250 Cinephile shirt or funny quotes from Tim or Carrie discussion points, I don't know what do you offer again, Carrie, on your merch?
My merch says The Story of a Young Man Named Don. It's the Godfather series, and I wear that very proudly. I packed it for this trip, in fact, and plan to wear it tomorrow.
The perfect compliment to any casual moviegoer's wardrobe, for sure. Also,
I will say, Rob, stop telling people to buy things when they're on sale. They should wait until they're back to full price because we get more money that way.
That's true.
I think you've forgotten how capitalism works, Robert.
Darn it. Well, I also want to thank our listeners who support the show with their capitalism by making their Amazon purchases through our site. Doing is easy. Just go to our website, alternateending.com. Click on our Amazon banner and seamlessly go about your purchases. All proceeds go to making our show better. Since our last episode, we have quite a few things that were purchased. Beauty and Grooming, Andalou Naturals Canicel Happy Day Cream. Very nice.
I don't know what any of that means.
I think I do.
It's happy in it.
I think it's CBD based.
That would make me happy.
I agree. I think it does. And it's very calming as well.
Then we had some books and textbooks purchased. Ecotopia, Emerging. And then Buffy the Last Vampire Slayer. I guess that's as a book or textbook. That sounds fun. I'd flip through that. We had some business and industrial supplies, a 12-pack of 1 milliliter plastic syringes. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, it's to feed pets.
Oh, okay. I love the alternative as well. It's going, it's very comforting, I'm sure.
Sometimes you just gotta shoot up before you listen to our show because
makes it better.
We're just so high energy. You need to have that nice opiate haze to let you be able to deal with our enthusiasm.
While do this.
While in the haze, throw on a little music. We've got CDs and vinyl, The Ultimate Collection. That's the album title, as well as Black and White 30. I'm assuming that's the 30th anniversary of something, Black and White.
The existence of black and white as a photographic medium.
There you go.
This was published in the 1880s.
We had cell phones and accessories, something for a Samsung case that Tim no longer has. So if you are interested in getting Tim a Moto case, that would be more appropriate. We also had a bamboo countertop.
Let's be careful. I don't want to be flooded with strange and inappropriate Moto cases.
We also had a bamboo countertop organizer corner shelf. Has 3 tiers. That'll look nice in someone's kitchen. Also, some of those Lakrids by Buvlo. That's that salty licorice that we got once, Care, in Denmark. I don't know if you remember that.
Ew.
Lakrids by Buvo?
Yeah. Lakrids by Bulof.
By Bubo.
It's a Copenhagen.
You're making up words. You got to the end of the page and you had a copy paste error, and now you're just saying symbols. They're flying out of your mouth like mosquitoes.
I bought these when we were in Copenhagen. They're these salty licorice delicacies that they serve in Denmark. So there you go.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
Okay.
We also had some.
Thank you for buying your shitty licorice there. It's like.
We had passion. I don't know what this does for someone, but passion flower extract. It's a supplement. They got 500 milligrams of that, 60 capsules worth. Also had a metal toothbrush holder and stand for a bathroom vanity. Also go ahead.
Oh, I need that. I said, I need that. You're like super, super judgy about my toothbrush.
Yes, it's because you don't clean it.
I do.
That was a lingering silence. I liked that a lot.
I do clean it, just not to your standards. It's a very different thing.
Yeah, I don't like when my toothbrush has like plaque and mildew built on it. That's my standard.
Well,
this is untrue.
I assume you're not sharing a toothbrush. That would be disgusting.
We don't. At one point, we shared the base, but then had our own tips. But then as we matured into our mid-30s, we have separate bases now as well. So
that just works out.
At
better.
some point, you'll have separate bathrooms in separate houses.
It's just a matter of time, really.
Just a matter of time.
Separate bathrooms, separate homes. Yes, just a matter of time. We also had a 2-pack mason jar soap dispenser. That's kind of fun, little throwback. And then to go with the toothbrush, it's more holder stands. Oh, so they've got 2. See, that's what people do. They get 2.
Someone is just slathering their house in toothbrushes.
We also had some Kindle books, and I'm going to struggle with these. I'm going to try to pronounce this. La Historia Ancienne Usaco César. There you go. It's the French edition. So I totally butchered that because I was trying to do that in Spanish.
You were trying to do Spanish.
Yeah. We also had scriptures, sacred traditions, and strategies of religious subversion. Seeing Judaism anew, Christianity's sacred obligation. We also had Christianity in Jewish terms. We also had the evil creator, New Testament Apocrypha, and understanding apocalyptic terrorism, counteracting the radical mindset. Oh, sorry, one more. Ancient Jewish and Christian scriptures. That's it for the books there.
I was at a Catholic wedding a couple weeks ago, and I was raised in a Protestant faith, a very liberal Protestant faith nonetheless. And when you said Apocrypha, it made me think of this because they read from the book of Tobit. There's apparently a wedding happens in the book of Tobit, which as a good Lutheran, I understand the book of Tobit isn't canonical. It's something that only those disgusting papists actually believe is part of the Bible. So it was really just strange and exciting to hear it in one of their religious ceremonies.
Did you call all of this out right away?
Oh, absolutely.
As I figured. Good dinner chat for after the wedding.
No, I won't say that I was heckling the wedding, but I did crack a couple of jokes.
I believe
appropriate moments.
You know what I like to do when they serve wedding cake? I like to have a nice cup of coffee. I might make it on this kitchen and dining item purchase, espresso and coffee maker mocha pot. So you brew it on tabletop, I guess. What's a mocha pot? I don't know.
I don't know, but I kind of want one.
It's a pot that you make mocha with. Sounds pretty self-explanatory to me.
Yeah.
And then we got some Aquadent dental solutions for dogs and cats. And then some movie merchandise purchase, Blu-ray and DVD, 4-movie midnight marathon pack called Psychos. I'm not sure what that would be, but it has 4 movies in it. Apparently all, top 5 Psychos. That'd be fun. And then video on demand, we had Blood Quantum, which I've not heard of.
That is a good title for a movie that probably does not live up to it.
Well, when we get back, the remaining bits of our top 5 aliens. And welcome back to Alternating. We're talking about our top 5 aliens. Carrie, you're left with your 3, 2, and 1 picks. Let's start with your number 3. What do you got for us?
The one that is going to be on both of your lists. I almost didn't put it on here because I've talked about it before. I don't love this movie. It's not one of my favorites, mostly because of childhood trauma that I suffered after seeing it. Had lots of childhood stomach aches after seeing this because there's a lot of drama at the end that nobody needs. If they could have just nipped that out of there, this could have been a perfect movie, but they didn't. And so I say boo to you, Steven Spielberg, but I still have this on here because this is one of the most iconic, memorable, and lovable aliens of all time. This is E.T. playing E.T. in E.T.
Love it. Yeah.
I knew the minute that you described the ending as being the part that you wish wasn't there, that it was going to be a movie for which the ending is the primary source of my love for it.
Like, when he turns into the dog turd, you're like, this is peak.
No. When he and Elliot say goodbye.
Oh, who needs that? He could have stayed. He didn't have to go.
It's one of the things that makes me weep the hardest in all of cinema, which is why it's my number 1.
Oh, I didn't know.
Whoa.
Is it on your list, Rob?
No, it's not. I mean,
this was the other one I thought might be a throughway overlap.
Yeah, I for some reason didn't. The timing of when Alien came out, like I caught it way too late in life. Like it just never was a film that I have the nostalgia for as much as other things. So it just didn't hit me at the right time, I guess.
We just rewatched it though with the kids.
It's good independently of its nostalgic value.
It is.
Agreed.
It very much is. It very much is. And E.T. is iconic. I mean, yeah, absolutely. The actual character.
Yeah, really, really terrific robot puppet made by Carlo Rambaldi. Looks nothing like a being, and it looks like a movie creature, but it's such an endearing and warm and lovable one. And again, the emotional everything this movie does. So sticking with my sort of I have themes. The theme for me of this one was this is the alien as a sort of like this force of the hippie alien, if you will. The alien is a kind of embodiment of all the cosmic goodness in the universe, and that's what E.T. is. It's just about being good.
Wow.
And speaking of movies getting released to IMAX, this is coming out in August, so I will be seeing it in IMAX.
Oh, fun!
Very soon.
Okay.
I want you. Go ahead.
No.
I was going to say, I want you, Tim, to harness every feeling that you have right now, every bit of positive energy, every bit of charm that this movie has when you see Marcel with the shell and the shoes.
I promise that I won't like Marcel as much as I like E.T.
Fair, but I want you to harness the heart that you feel right now as you watch it. So, but
is the end of Marcel a heartbreaking moment where Marcel the shell with shoes on says goodbye to the boy that he has befriended, and it is a moment that leaves you incapable of feeling anything but just this overwhelming rush of melancholy?
She like taps the tip of her shell, that little pointy part with another one, and then says phone home. And again, just tears across the board from everybody.
I'm excited.
You should be.
I think you're a good liar.
You'll find out.
Well, since you took Tim's number one, I'm going to go number two then, and then we'll go back to you, Care, for your number two.
Okay.
But I still got my number three.
Oh, you have a number three? Then you should.
I have a number three. Yeah, this will wrap up my list. I'll be done after this, so I'll just go fuck off and have like pie or something. I don't know. But so my number three is my example of an alien that is truly, truly alien. I wanted a film about an extraterrestrial being or presence or intelligence that is not just a differently shaped human, not just a sort of human being in some sort of makeup or narrative guise, something that is genuinely foreign to our experience of humanity. And after some pondering, there were a few potential options here. One was 2001. I think one was Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. But the one I landed on was 1972's Solaris, directed by Andrei Tarkovsky, based off of the extremely important novel by Stanislav Lem, which is a movie about a guy named Chris who is sent to an alien planet to figure out what's going on there, basically, because no one can quite figure out what's going on. Suffice it to say, the thing that the alien planet is, and maybe the planet is itself an intelligence, maybe it is populated by intelligence, maybe the planet is just a planet, but the ocean that surrounds the planet is an intelligence. We don't know. That's part of what got it on this list. Is it's beyond our ability to tell. But whatever intelligence is attached to this planet is trying to figure out who we are in our little human spaceship or space station orbiting the planet. So it sends up embodied chunks of its intelligence basically into the space station as human beings to interact with the humans on the station, one of whom takes the form of Chris's dead wife. And it's this like tension between him feeling like, here's my dead wife who I love coming back to me. Is that this magical planet? Whereas she is just basically this completely inhuman thing. She understands none of what's going on, trying to interact with him. And that's sort of is where this tension lies. Is like, what the hell does that even mean? And it's because it's sort of built on this idea of the alien as something that is just profoundly unlike us and we cannot understand on any level.
Did you say the name of this movie? What is
Solaris.
This? Oh, Solaris.
Tim, where are you on the Soderbergh version of this, the remake?
I like it. I think the Russian version is better. I think because the Steven Soderbergh film does not have a 12-minute scene of a guy driving a car, and the Andrei Tarkovsky movie does. That's a very important scene.
I feel like I need to sit down and watch this because I think I would like it.
I'd start with the Soderbergh.
Yeah,
if you love it, move on to the Tarkovsky.
Huh. Yeah, I've been meaning to give this one a try because it's got like some non-horror Event Horizon vibe to it.
Non-horror Event Horizon is actually a fairly adroit way of describing it.
Perfect. That's what I like doing. Well, very good. That's a solid.
So that's my list. So I guess I'm going to go
get that pie.
Go muck up my toilet or something. I don't know.
Here's the thing. You can't find a Solaris action figure.
No,
can't
I don't think you can. I don't even think there were toys based on the Soderbergh version.
But one of the things you can find is a toy version of mine, and this is going to be heresy for many. In the great debate of Alien versus Predator, I think people generally pick Alien as the better Alien. I've just always been so much more fond of Predator, and it's just so badass. I mean, Predator is just as an action hero, essentially an alien action hero. And that for me in the 80s, when I was young in my formative years, was really played a highly influential role. So for me, if I had to pick between having a alien action figure or a Predator action figure on my table, I would pick Predator. And that is what I say.
I like that as a tiebreaker, but I think you've forgotten something, Rob, something about Predator, which is that it's a human being from a foreign country. Remember, this
gotcha.
It's not an extraterrestrial at all.
Gotcha, Rob.
It's this guy named Greg from South Africa.
Disqualified.
I don't know if you've been following the chatter out of San Diego Comic-Con, but I guess Prey got a standing ovation. I know they standing ovate for every...
I'm looking forward to Prey. I think it's an interesting book.
I do feel bad that it's going straight to Hulu.
I know. I want to watch it real, and it's like I'm going to stream that shit. I don't want to stream it. I want to go see it in the theater.
So so here's the thing. I don't know how to do this for Carrie. He's like, I want to watch this, but I don't want this to be the first. I think I need to show you Predator, Carrie. Yeah.
I don't know if I can get through it. You know my track record lately of 7 minutes of getting through a movie before falling asleep.
If you can't get through, if Predator doesn't keep you engaged, there's nothing that will.
I just fell asleep in Jurassic Park like 8 times.
Okay, because Predators. No, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
No, when she says Jurassic Park, it's Jurassic World 3 that she fell asleep to, which is understandable.
Over again.
Jurassic World 3 is horseshit.
Yeah.
No, fair. But like you'd think it would be tense enough to keep me awake, but no.
You would think that, but the first 7 hours of that movie are about fucking locusts. So
That's true. I'm having trouble lately with staying awake, but I will think about it, Rob. Although what I do want to dig into a bit more is it was highly influenced the person that you are. In what way?
I just grew up an action star junkie, and so you put Arnold Schwarzenegger, who to me typifies like the action hero for generations, and he's met his match, or has he, in this alien being, like, and it's just so fun to see the two of them go toe to toe and try to outwit one another.
Well, great. Now I know what happens.
Of course you know what happens. The minute that Arnold Schwarzenegger is cast, you know what happens.
I was unclear, but now I know because Rob did the little, or does he, which now the whole thing's spoiled.
Is this the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger ends up dead? Is this the only one of his career where he plays the protagonist and dies?
Who knows? I've never looked it up to know the real answer.
And here's the thing. With that movie, knowing isn't the thing. It's the journey.
It's the journey. It is for sure the journey. It is the amazing cast. This movie, if I am not mistaken, has the largest number of governors of any movie ever made.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
What a fact. That's a cool fact.
It's weird. This movie's a hoot. I don't know if you'd like it at all, Carrie, but you should see it anyway.
I'll give it a try. Or maybe we do it as a watch party. Neither here nor there.
That would be cool.
Rob, I hate to break it to you, but I have a better alien. So much better, in fact, that everybody loves this alien. When we came up with this topic...
Well, because yours is better because it's an extraterrestrial and the Predator is just great from South Africa. So
100%. This just more meets the criteria, is what I would say. Because frankly, this is a lone alien, a lone traveling alien, maybe even perhaps. The other thing is this alien...
So is the Predator.
No, there's more than one Predator.
Not in Predator. That's why it's called Predator.
Oh.
Predators is a different movie.
I see. Well, this one travels alone forever. There's never a sequel about this alien. This one just travels alone for his whole life. And the thing that I love about this alien is that even though he's not particularly attractive, and I think, again, if you were just to run into him on the street, you might be a little bit alarmed or a little bit scared. He owns it in a really fun way and really sort of like he harnesses sort of a positive energy about him that leads him to be just a really likable alien in the end. He sings, he dances, and he really loves show tunes. And that's what I love most about the dancing alien from Spaceballs, the movie.
Are you fucking kidding?
No, the dancing alien. The one that goes, hello, my baby, hello.
That is
in
alien.
the name of our beloved Christ, do you have this ranked above the alien?
I love this alien. He's so peppy. You know, like he's gone through a lot after the whole bursting incident. And yet he still has this sort of charm and positivity about him as he struts across the counter at the restaurant. And I love him for that.
Have you seen the 1979 film Alien? I am now very confused and curious.
I think so.
Yes, we saw all the alien movies here.
Yes, I've seen it. But this is from Spaceballs. This one is from Spaceballs.
The alien from Spaceballs is in his entirety included within 1979's Alien, is what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is the one in Alien doesn't have a top hat or a cane and doesn't dance. And that is where he fails. He or she, I don't really know, fails in Alien.
Well, he's a giant marauding penis, so I think we have to assume it's a he.
It's, again, I'm not going to make any judgments here. So this is the first one that came to me. I love this little guy. He stayed with me all these years. I do that dance all the time at home, and I think about him every time.
Okay.
I am profoundly troubled by what just happened. I wish I could go back in time and encourage you to put Crystal Skull down.
No. Oh, and I have the action figure. So all things for the dancing alien. Thought it was going to be on Rob's list, maybe, but clearly not.
No, in fact, it's fitting that you selected that because mine is kind of in the universe that it parodies, and this is why I couldn't. My number one is the reason why I couldn't get along with Tim with Return of the Jedi, because mine comes from a different film entirely, with The Empire Strikes Back, where this character makes its first appearance. I don't have the stats on this, but I got to believe this is probably the most sold toy out there from the Star Wars universe, if not before. It is now, thanks to Baby Yoda. But Yoda, to me, is the coolest alien of all time. Best alien, hands down. With its witticisms and guidance and kind of knowledge, very chill attitude, but can like open a can of whoop ass on you if necessary, if needed. I love Yoda.
I don't think Yoda. I thought Yoda. I thought Yoda was just old. I never thought he was an alien. I thought he was
both.
just.
He's both of those things.
But I feel like in the younger version, he looks kind of like he had a white beard and a white robe. I just thought he'd shrunk a bit.
Yoda does not have a white beard.
No, never did. He's not like Gollum, who just sort of like aged badly.
Are you thinking of Obi-Wan Kenobi?
You know what I am? And they're not the same. And I see that now.
Yep.
I see that now.
Yoda is a foot tall and he's green.
I know, but again, I thought that was with age.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is Alec Guinness.
That they're different. And I see that now.
They hang out. Their ghosts talk to each other.
So what you're saying? That's fair. So you're saying when Yoda was younger, just a wee lad, just a baby, he still looked like that.
That would be the implication of the Mandalorian.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, then,
yeah.
Well, I mean, presumably the Mandalorian character Grogu is young from Yoda's species. He's not himself young Yoda.
So my understanding is Grogu is 50 years old. Baby Yoda is 50 years old.
That sounds correct.
Yeah. Yoda, our Yoda from Empire Strikes Back,
Jedi.
Yes, was 900 years old, roughly.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not, as he tells us.
Well done. Well done, Tim.
Impressive you are, friend mine.
I have not recovered from Spaceballs yet, Carrie. You're not getting anything from me.
I was trying to be a peace offering, but I can tell it's too soon.
We will potentially have to wait until our next episode, and I've just forgotten about this happening.
Fair. All right.
Well, I gotta say, so yeah, solid lists all around. Let's check in with our audience every week.
We're not done.
Rob, I've got one more.
You have another pick?
We get to see how much deeper into the rabbit hole we're going to go.
Oh, I thought we had good lists. Great.
No, this one is good. This one,
you thought we had good lists when you thought one of them had the dancing alien from Spaceballs at number 1?
That is my second favorite. The number one, this one, you guys, I promise, are going to be like, oh my gosh, how did I not have this on your list? I'm actually shocked that it wasn't on either of your lists. And this is my favorite for sure. And so I don't even know how to describe this person. Man. So here's the thing. With this one, all you're going to think is, again, much like the dancing alien, charming, cute, totally adorable. You're going to love him. The thing about this guy, you don't actually know that he's an alien until his head gets blown off. And then what's amazing is it just comes back and it's just a little guy, just a little head, but he's still able to stay alive and talk because he's an alien. And this is my favorite alien ever, Mr. Jack Jeebs.
So tell us.
From Men in Black. Antonio from Wings.
So tell us, Rob, what were our audience's picks for the 5 best aliens?
I think we just, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What? I thought you guys were going to be like, my gosh, I forgot Jack Jeebs.
I just guess, Carrie, never stop. Never stop, never stopping. We love you so much.
I thought for sure you guys were going to be like, this is a miss.
I thought you said you were going to have
It is truthfully not clear to me why you thought that would be the case.
This is clearly an alien. Everyone loves Tony Shalhoub. This is the best part. Remember when he gets his head cut or his head gets blown off and he's like, you have no idea how much that stings.
Dude, can you think of any other thing he does in the course of that movie besides gets his head blown off? I'll give you a hint. No. He doesn't do anything else.
I can't off the top of my head, but Chang.
Hey.
I know.
Well, he's clearly better than both E.T. and the Queen alien. So I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I'm sure when we do check in with our top 5 listener list here, that will be on there, Karen, right?
We should 100%
feel pretty confident. Well, yeah, every week we ask you to submit your picks for a top 5. Based on those submissions, here were the top 5. I'll save you the trouble, Karen. It is not on anybody's list at all.
Gosh,
at number 5, we have the aforementioned Lilo and Stitch, again, getting a live action remake, much to everybody else. Like, has there been a good live action? Pete's Dragon was good.
Pete's Dragon was good.
Yeah.
But that's also the edgiest case of all the edge cases.
At number 4, our audience had, and this is a good one. I thought about it. Superman. Superman's an alien.
Superman is an alien.
I forgot about that. Which one?
That's a good. People just had Superman, as they should.
Okay.
Number 3, Under the Skin. Tim mentioned Under the Skin is kind of one of those kind of odd alien films.
An alien who is just so clearly not human in terrifying ways.
Another good one here is The Thing. I think that's a solid choice.
The Thing is an excellent choice, but having committed very early on to the alien from Alien, I could not do both in my heart.
Yeah. And at number 1, we have Alien, as it should be. It's in the name. That was our number 1 overall pick. And our winner this week, it's Grant Hagey, who had Superman at number 5, The Thing at number 4, Predator at number 3, Yoda at number 2, and Alien at number 1. Grant, I love your list. That is a better list than any of our lists, honestly. Yeah, it's a nice blend of the 2 best ones, Tim and mine. So
I best means lots of things, and produce the most exciting podcast moments is a thing that best could have meant.
That's also true.
Thank you, Tim. I need it.
Grant, shoot us an email at contact@alternateending.com for details on how to claim your free movie rental. If you want to win a free Amazon movie like Grant, be on the lookout for our top 5 posts on Facebook and Twitter. And in closing, I want to thank everybody for listening. Head out to our Facebook page and like it, Twitter, where we're tweeting all the time, alternateending.com. You'll find all our movie reviews, podcasts, and more. YouTube and Facebook, where you'll find all our videos. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or Google. And don't forget about our Patreon. Much like Gavin hasn't forgotten about us, Gavin has us watching the Billy Jack series. And we'll be talking about that at the next Pass the Popcorn. So we will catch you then.